what's up, you guys? Shadows here again with another episode of Shadows Weed Review. Now, today on the show, I am going to give you guys a little bit of education and background with some of these OG names. Now, back in the day, approximately, 15 years ago, I had a dispensary in West Hollywood called Fairfax. If anybody's OG, they'll remember Fairfax. If you've owned a dispensary, you know Fairfax because I probably sold you stuff, okay? So, we've had numerous warehouses, and we basically ran the game back in the day with the Russians and with Mexicans and Canadians and local LA people. We did it all, okay? So, I just want to let you know that OG before my dispensary was just OG. Now, I'm the one, me, Shadow, the one who gave them these names. Diablo OG, Tahoe OG, San Fernando Valley OG, and now these names have gone bananas. I came up with Dragon's Fire OG, Skywalker OG, Yoda OG. I even have the containers to prove it, and I'm going to do another video because I have all my stuff in my storage room, and I'm going to lay in a pool full of containers of every kind, and the very first ones with dates on everything because it was me, okay? And this is how I did it. When my growers would come in, and they would be from Tahoe. It became Tahoe OG. When we had to grow in San Fernando Valley, it became San Fernando Valley OG. And we started selling them, and the names are what sold. The names and the pictures on my containers, because we had a full, illustrated photo on our containers. Really good. My buddy does Photoshop, so he made me these killer containers. We had really good print machines, all the state-of-the-art stuff, and people love the names. They love the names. They love the pictures. We did MILF Weed the day after that episode came out on Weeds on Showtime. The day after that episode aired, I brought MILF Weed. We have the container, and it has an aerial view of a Grestic, and we called it MILF Weed, and it sold out within the first couple hours. There's no strain called MILF Weed. It was a bubblegum strain that looked really good, didn't even really get you that high, but it was a bubblegum strain, and people loved it. They bought it all up. People still like, oh, where's that MILF Weed? Where's that MILF Weed? It's a bubblegum strain, and there is no MILF Weed. Now, all these names, and among all of the others, are all OG. Now, how they can start branching off into different flavors and different looks is you get phenotypes, okay? So you have you have four mother plants. And when I say a mother plant, that's a plant that's grown from seed to a full-grown plant, and it's a female. Now, if you grow it from a clone, it can still be a mother, but it's a weak mother, because if you go from seed, you get four helix strands in the DNA. So you get a stronger genetics. Your cuttings off of it, when you make little clones, are going to be stronger. They're going to branch more. They're going to yield more. It's going to be better if you go from a seeded mother. If you go from a cloned mother, you've already broken the genetic strand. Now it went from 4 to 2. Now you're cutting those 2s into 1s. You're going to lose the genetics over time. It's going to be weaker. They're going to be harder. It's going to branch less. And it's not as good. So now let's start with that mother. So you planted 4 seeds. You got 4 female plants. Not male plants, female plants. So you got 4 female plants. Each of those plants, one might stink a little more. One of them might make a little bit more THC. One of them might yield more. That's where the variances come in, because they're all from the same strain, but one of them might be a little juicy. So if you get that mother and you want to get, you love those juicy ones, and then you get this other mother and you're like, hey, I want the one that yields more to blend with this mother, then you stress one by turning the lights off for too long. Then it starts growing bananas out the side. Once they open, you get the brush, cross-pollinate from that one over to the other one, and then you can get seeds from that, grow the seeds, because those are already feminized seeds, because it's coming from a female or 2 hermaphrodites, or hermaphrodite and a female, so it's automatically going to make a female. So you get those seeds, and now all of a sudden you have seeds that are those a little bit stinkier and yield a little bit more. And that is how you can make your strains better. Okay, I know all of it. I've been doing it for years, and that's how we've gotten them to be just a little bit different, but they all started from the same OG. Okay, you guys? So if you have any other questions, like where Pure Kush went, Pure Kush was Rock Candy Kush crossed with OG Kush. I know the guy who invented the strain. It's the best strain. It's by far sold for more than any other strain for a reason, not just because somebody wanted to charge like $100 for an eighth. No, we sold at my dispensary Beverly Hills Pure Kush because it was grown in Beverly Hills and it was Pure Kush. And we sold it for $110 for an eighth. No one charges that much. No one. And no one will get it. But if you remember Fairfax and you remember those days, we had a line out the door and people they had no problem paying the $110 because it tasted so good and it got you so high. You were giggling like it was your first high of all time. That's what Pure Kush can do if you do it right. Now that strain, I have some seeds of it and I'm going to bring them back. I'm just waiting to start up my warehouses again and do a few new things, but we're just going through the legal channels because I want to bring it back and I want to do it the right way. So we're going to do it that way. So look for it in the future. Shadows OGs. It'll be all the original ones. I have all the seeds, all the genetics from, 25 years ago till now. I've been keeping them all. They're perfectly stored. I have everything ready to go. Once I get them going, it's going to blow all these away. Blow them away. Okay? Now, I've gotten a lot of people ask me, like, dude, I know you grow. Like, which one do you grow? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm not at liberty to say any of that stuff. I help a lot of the companies, the big companies and stuff. I do a lot of help and consulting for other people. But right now, I am going through my own legal channels to do my own thing because I want to do the best. And none of these even compare to the stuff we had in the dispensary. If you ask anybody that's been smoking and going to dispensary since the very beginning, they're going to remember, the Yellow House and Fairfax. Fairfax was mine. That's the biggest one. We were the one that sold to all the other dispensaries. We were the biggest one. Look at us on the news. They did 3 raids on my dispensary. It was insane, like the amount of stuff they took out of there. You got to see it. It's all on camera. Fairfax, Santa Monica. Check it out. Not Santa Monica. It was West Hollywood, but it's right in that area. But it was it's on Fairfax and Santa Monica Boulevard. So if you ever remember, it's the one above Starbucks. You go up the escalator. That's me. This is my deal. That's my jam right here. Yep. I got everything from there. I have all of my old stuff, and I'm going to do a video from my storage room just so you guys can see all the containers and see all my evidence and proof that I'm the one that started all these. Okay? So, not to knock them, not to say that these people aren't doing the right thing by trying to make these strains better, because that's what we're all trying to do. But I just want to explain to all you guys that these aren't actual different phenotypes. It's all the same phenotype. They're just highly modified, but it's the same phenotype. It's not actually SFVOG or this OG, because I see a lot of people going, well, I crossed this one with this one, and I'm like, well, you mean you crossed OG with OG? You mean you crossed one that stinks with one that yields more? I'm like, you can give it any names you want, but that's the facts. So I just want to let you guys know, hit me up, ask me any questions you got about the hazes, purple hazes and all that kind of stuff. I'll give you all the info, all the flavor profiles, where to get them, anything you want to know, how to grow them. I can tell you everything. Just hit me up, give me a comment, and I'll show you. All right. See you guys on the next one. Late.